Here's the hub. Taking the bearings out and put screws in the disc brake lug so that powder doesn't go in there. These screws are from the last set, so they're already pink. The way to get the bearings out, you stick in the oven for 400 for about 5 to 10 minutes. Take it out and the bearings just fall right out because the aluminum expands. So here's the powder. You buy it by the bag. That bag's a couple pounds, 5 pounds, 2 pounds I think. It's $12. This was the gun. Comes from Harbor Freight. Comes with this little box right here. Has the pedal that energizes the part. You clip this piece right here onto the part. Push the pedal, pull the trigger on the gun. It shoots the powder out. The negative charge it puts on the parts what makes the powder stick. The powder itself is kind of like baby powder. It really doesn't have any adhesion power at all. So here we go. Now that the compressor's off, you can kind of see. So you're just trying to get a light coat on there. I didn't have my foot on the pedal, now I do, so you'll see it starting to stick. So you're just kind of misting. Oops, didn't have it turned on either. Brake part I just did. Had to put paper in the screw holes so no powder would get in there. Okay, so this is an infrared temperature gauge. You got to use this. You got to check the part. When it gets to 400 degrees, then you take it out after 10 minutes. So I got the oven set to about 350 on bake. I'll put it on convection after it gets heated up a little bit. I don't want the fan blowing right now and blow the powder off. But they're in there. Takes it a while to get heated up. So installed this in the top of the oven. So the oven temperature is irrelevant. You're going for the part temperature. The oven temperature only gets up to about 300. But since the element's constantly on, it's heating that part up. So it kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. So this is the company that I got this stuff from, LVP Powder and Paints. They're out of Dallas. That's the color, and then they also sell a little touch-up with a brush in it. It's good for where you tie the wire onto the hub or your part, then you touch it up right there. The spray paint works pretty good for bigger areas, and it's made exactly to match the powder. This is the first tub I did. Came out nice and shiny. Let's check the part temperature real quick. It's 250, 209. I found these bigger parts take a little longer to heat up. These little ones heat up faster. That's the bottle cage holder that I did earlier today. Oh yeah, so I set this on about 20 minutes. It actually works out pretty good. The part gets to temperature about 10 minutes, about 400 degrees. And then, so it only has to cook for an extra 10 minutes. All right, we're gonna check it again. You can see now how it's starting to get shiny. So it's at 320, 300, it's 316. You can see we're only at 200 as far as temperature goes. So it's those constant heat of those elements that's heating up the parts. All right, let's check it again. It's like my paper's smoking. It's getting close. You can see I'm close to the 10-minute mark right there. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it's a little hot. We turn it down. Get the door open. Actually, I'm gonna switch it to convection. Keep the temperature a little more steady. Okay, we got it close now. It's 407. It's right at 400. So it's got, I don't know, 5 minutes left. While we're waiting on that, I'll show you. So I got these bearings pressed just kind of gently back in this hub, but you can see they're not all the way in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end caps that go on there and then just go to the hardware store. I had a piece around here, I can't find it. Go to the hardware store and just get a piece of all thread and some nuts and use it like a bearing press and just press those back in. So on the rear hub, that's what I did. I used the actual axle and pressed the bearings back into the hub. And like I said before, to get these bearings out, you just put them in the oven for 400, about 5-10 minutes, take them out, tap them on the tabletop, the bearings just fall right out. These are the disc brakes, chain rings. I actually painted these and clear coated them about 10 times. So they should be good. You can see right there where the wire was. And I'll show you how to fix that. So they sell this right here, just this little polished thing, and you just take it and touch it up. Alright, so we're checking it. Had the door open too long, I think. Okay, so the timer just went off. You can see I took one of the racks, the oven racks, and I shoved it all the way up in the roof. It gave me a place to hang these things. So that looks wet, that's dry. It's hard as a rock. Got a nice finish. I did a little masking right there. I'll show you what it looks like when I take it off. Well, you can't see it very good, but that's says the 160 rotor. It tells which direction to put the bracket. So I left that, I masked that off so I could see it for later. Okay, so the napkin protected the threads. So you can see there, I just pulled that out, pulled those out, and they survived.